G'day, everyone. Welcome back to the Leeds Till It Hurts podcast. Nailed it. Got it right the first time. To any of you who may not know that literally the first two episodes, I did not say that. So taking the little wins as we get them. I am your host, CJ, and I'm joined by co-host and good mate of mine, Lockie or Butters. Lockie, mate, how you been the last few weeks?
Oh, I have been good, mate. It's been
Mm,
a very busy last sort of 2, 3 weeks since we last recorded, but
mm-hmm.
we like it busy.
We do.
Yeah.
But also, that's why we're not recording every single week in the off season because it takes 2 or 3 days for news to happen in the off season. And now we're in the preseason stage, so things will continue to ramp up, and we will kick into an episode a week within the next 2 or 3 weeks, guys and girls and everyone else. Rightio. So, confirmed home kit is the first topic of this wonderful third episode, brought to you guys by the Aussies, the Aussies, oi, 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 because you could say because he,
Because
right? Yep.
yes.
Because in about 2-ish weeks ago, give or take, basically just after our last episode dropped, there was a leak of the home kit, which ended up being an even worse kept secret than the yellow away kit. Because Leeds unfortunately have trouble with leaks, but it came from Rebel Sport, which is a sporting goods store franchise in Australia. And it filled me with so much happiness that it ended up being confirmed
Yeah.
because we don't very often get a leak from our own country. You mainly get Spain or Bali or a little cheeky photo of a jersey of Leeds in Africa or something, but to have it come from Australia made me a little bit happy, because
Yeah.
the last few years I've been going into Rebel Sport 2 or 3 times a week, multiple different ones. Like, because I have a few multiple ones nearby where I live, not a single shred of Leeds kit. But to see that, oh, warmed my freaking cockles, as they say. Lockie, what are your thoughts on the design?
All right. This is going to ruffle a few feathers with the
You don't
Leeds
like it, do you?
faithful, but I like it.
I froth it. I
I
love it.
really, really like it. And a lot of Leeds fans that I've seen on Instagram particularly
Mm,
do not rate it,
I
even on
love it.
TikTok.
Wow.
But I really like it. I think a lot of the complaints are because of the stripes being vertically.
Yeah.
People are worried about
You
how
mean
they're
horizontal?
horizontal. Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Um, People are worried about how their figures are going to look.
How they're going to look fat in the kit. Who cares? Who cares?
But at the
Wear a
same,
hoodie over your kit or
yeah,
something.
just be loud and proud. I'm a passionate Leeds
Bro,
fan.
I've got the daddest bod of dad bods, and I'm gonna wear it with pride, you know. But if in saying that, if you are able to, if you're not, this is to you, not Lockie specific, but to you, the general populace of Leeds United fans worldwide, wide. Um, if you are able to get a size or two larger, because you might be worried about that, do it that way. Because I find that when I buy kits from Leeds, like the Leeds shop specifically, it fits great, it fits comfy, and I usually get a size or two that's too big for me, and it fits comfortably and is very baggy. So if you're worried about how your figure might look with these horizontal stripes, maybe go that route if you're
Yeah,
able to, and if you're feeling a bit of self-conscious, because I do with my dad bod, and that definitely helps having, especially given white, because white you can't cover your curves, as I'm going to call them, like you can with black.
yeah,
So yeah, that definitely will help you guys, girls, and everyone if you do that instead. Right,
yeah,
next topic, bit of a sour topic for me because anyone who may be listening from episode 1, first of all, thank you for listening to episode 2 and sticking through my boring ass for this episode so far as well, will know how I feel about Jack Harrison.
yeah.
Um, and I'm not going to say how I feel about him in case you haven't listened to episode 1. Pause this episode right now. Go and listen to my thoughts on Jack Harrison in the original episode. He's departed Leeds United. What are your thoughts on that, Lockie?
I was very devastated to hear. I was hoping that he would come back to Leeds after
Mm.
his
He
transfer,
had been on
paying his
loan for a
loan.
little bit.
But I did sort of have that fear that yeah, his time was
I
numbered.
thought, yeah, the writing was on the wall for the last season and a bit, I think.
Yeah,
But he's done such a great service with Leeds. Was part of the promoted squad with Bielsa. Was part of the promoted squad under Farker. So you know what? He doesn't owe us anything. He will be and still is a Leeds legend. And I'm sure you have no gripes with him. And
no,
I wish him nothing but the best at the future clubs, as long as he doesn't end up signing in the future with other clubs that are Leeds rivals.
yeah.
So other than
He
that,
never signed with a rival.
don't be signing with Manchester United or Fenerbahce. In my opinion, those two teams. Anyone else really? I don't really give a rat's, but those
Mm,
two, as long as he doesn't in the future, because he's not gone to any of those teams just yet. But you
yeah,
never know the future. Hopefully, he
and
doesn't.
he did put out a very heartfelt, emotional
Yes,
statement. So
he did,
he
which we
clearly
will
still
link in
has
the
the
episode as well.
yeah,
Yeah, it seemed like it's more of a he didn't want to go, but it's he had to for the progression of his career to continue. And
yes.
you know what? That's why I can get behind. Pardon me. That's why I can get behind that. Next topic: new signings. Lockie,
The-
I'll let you have the floor on that because I've been sicker than a dog to the point where I was incapacitated for a good 7 days total, if I'm being honest. So I haven't been online as much as I should have been trying to keep on top of this stuff. So, Lockie, take it away, brother.
So the first signing we are going to talk about, we got him on a free transfer
Yep.
to the point
We love that. We love that.
to the point the Premier League put up a post acknowledging it as one of the greatest free transfers in the Premier League's history.
hmm
Um, and they put it on level with the likes of Ronaldo returning to the Prem.
When he went back to Manchester United.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that is Harry Wilson.
Yes.
So
Welcome, Harry
we love
Wilson.
a Welsh at Leeds.
Yes. Dan James, notably.
Yes. So I'm very happy with this signing. Um, B Soccer has him at an 82 rank rated.
That's not too bad. That's
So
good.
he's 29. He's a right winger.
So right wing, 29. We maybe have, I mean, I don't, you probably know the terms as to how long he's signed for, but 29, we've probably, if he stays fit, healthy and whatnot, we could probably maybe get 4 or 5 years out of him.
Yeah. I think potentially longer. He is a very like I haven't followed his career fully.
Mm
No pun intended, as we did get him from Fulham.
hmm. Mm hmm.
But
Love that.
he does look very fit. He does look like a great leader that could be at Leeds for an extended period of time.
Obviously, barring injury, of course, touch wood. We don't
Barring
wish that on
injury.
anyone. Yep. Okay. What other signings have we copped?
So we have also signed a centre back that B Soccer has got rated as a 76.
Okay. Okay.
A
Yep.
23-year-old, so lots of room
Still
to.
room for improvement for sure.
Um, I am going to butcher his last name.
Yes.
Uh, Merhavovic.
Okay, I'm gonna Google it while you give us the lowdown on where he's from, what he's doing, etc.
Yeah, so some of his achievements that he has,
So Tarek Muharamovic, maybe is how I would say
yeah,
Muharamovic, something like that. Sorry, continue.
he um he won the league with Juventus
Oh wow, okay, that's
in
pretty
23
freaking good.
24.
Yep, that's
That
tick.
is his most notable honor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, he's played a lot of time at Juventus. He's been at Sassuolo. I think I've
Mm-hmm.
pronounced that right.
No, I'm pretty sure you pronounced that correctly.
And
That's the team that Christian Volpato plays at.
yeah, and that's who we've got him from.
Yep.
And he's done his youth. youth academy, etc. with Wolfsberger,
Okay, that's a pretty good resume.
and he is in the Bosnia and Herzegovina
Bosnia and
butchering,
Herzegovina.
yeah, team.
Okay, so the national squad for that. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so
as
that's a
of this
pretty
year.
that's a um pretty good resume for someone that young. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. You
He
know what? Obviously, we'll wait to see how he goes during the season, but
yeah.
given his age and his accomplishments so far, I think we can expect good things from him. He may even end up going on loan throughout the
Yeah.
season to help develop him a bit, but that's okay because he's still so young
He's got an estimated value of £4 million
currently. But with a bit
currently.
of
And
development, a bit of going on loan could help not just his development, but also his asking price.
yes, exactly. Oh no, yeah. Sorry, I think I might have messed that up, sorry.
Okay.
£13.35 million.
So how do you get 4.5 out of
I was looking at
13.3?
the I was looking at the number below, not the
Okay.
number above. And
Okay.
then Harry Wilson's got a value of 38 mil.
Yep. Wow. That's good on a free. Holy wow.
So
That's incredible.
yes.
Rightio. Who have we lost in the last week and a half since our last episode, if there is any?
So all throughout this
No,
um
only in the last week and a half is what I asked, not throughout
so,
the whole transfer window.
so last that we spoke about was Stewart and Malier.
Mm-hmm.
We have released Darlow.
Yep.
We have lost him. We've released him now. He's gone on a free transfer to a rival,
Yep. Define rival.
uh, Scumchester United.
Okay, fair.
We've lost Isaac Schmidt.
Didn't,
He's
if I'm being honest, didn't even know he was in the squad. No offense to him.
he's
But
we've
also that to anyone that's listening, that proves how much I didn't really pay attention as I should have in the last season. I just had a lot going on because to anyone that's listening, I became a dad in the last
yeah.
18 months, so I had a lot going on. Apologies. Sorry,
I
continue.
I think that's a fair tra fair transfer for us. He is injured.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's gone to Young Boys,
Okay, yep. Yep.
and his transfer was £1.3 million.
Yep. Also, I saw you struggling so hard to not mention Bielsa just then.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
we've
Oh,
lost.
oh, wait, no, it's Newell's old boys that he played for. Sorry, not young boys. My bad.
Yeah, I did think the same. It was Young Boys,
Yeah.
but yes,
No,
yes,
my bad. But boys is what got me thinking. Hang on. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
continue.
We've lost Maximilian Weber,
Yeah, that's a bit of a not a
and
fan of losing him.
he's off to the Bundesliga.
At least he's not going to be competing against us in this coming season.
Unfortunately, it was a free transfer though.
Who do you go to in the Bundesliga?
I do not know how to pronounce this team's
Schalke. Schalke. It's
Schalke,
Schalke.
yeah,
Yeah, FC Schalke. Yep.
yeah. And
You
last
know
but
what?
not
Anyone
least,
who's listening and watching right now, comment if each week we want to get Lockie to try and pronounce two or three teams in another from another league, just for the funsies. Continue, brother.
uh, and yeah, last but not least, Jack Harrison.
Yeah, he's gone to Everton, isn't it? No, he came from Everton to
No,
Leeds.
he has gone for, I want to say, yeah, he's gone to the Major League Soccer.
Yeah, that's right,
So
MLS. So
he's
basically, his
to
career to die.
New England Revolutions. He's gone to.
Right. Okay. That's a
Um,
few losses. Not
we
not a
his
lot of major
transfer was a
ones.
mil as well, 1 mil
That's good.
exact.
That'll pump a bit of dollars, well, 1 million exactly,
Yeah.
into Leeds fundings. Um, Goalkeeper speculation signing that I could not rate any less than
Um,
I like. mm. Don't get me wrong, we do still have some goalkeepers that we need to develop. However, this potential, if it does come through, I'm gonna be
so
questioning the logic of Farker and the higher ups and the board because let us have it, Lucky.
Leeds have, uh, according to Sky Sports, have
Mm.
agreed to a club record 40 million. pound deal to sign
Mm-hmm.
goalkeeper James Trafford from Manchester City.
Mm-hmm. He played four
Um,
games in the last 5 years for Manchester City.
yeah. So the fee is 40 mil plus add-ons.
So I don't mean to be rude. I mean, I do actually when when I say this, but saying signing him from Man City when he's played four games in the last 5 seasons at Man
Hmm.
City, not you particularly, I'm saying Sky Sports and whatever
Yeah.
media headlines, you may as well, you can't be saying that. You should be saying whoever he was playing at last for the loan because he was,
Yeah.
it's like saying Calvin Phillips, our beloved Calvin, signing from Man City to whomever he went to, which
Yeah.
obviously we know who he went to, but it's more he didn't play that many games at Man City across an extended period of time. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Continue. We've signed him. Well, sorry, we have approached him to sign.
Yeah. So they are expecting pen to be put to paper this week.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he's seeking more regular minutes after serving mostly in cup games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very conflicted on it because
He's not an equal replacement for Melier.
yeah, but
Like our current goalkeeper depth isn't experienced
mm,
as Melier. But in
yeah,
saying that, we shouldn't be looking to buy a player that has spent. Well, yes, he's been under the Pep system. He's
mm,
been at other clubs on loan longer than he has been under Pep, in my
yeah,
opinion. So
and
yeah.
it's quite interesting because from what I've read online, most
Mm.
of the City faithful are very disappointed that City are letting him go. So
Why? He's played 4 games total,
I think,
4 or 5 games.
yeah, so that's
Are
got
they just
me.
disappointed that they're letting him go to Leeds?
I don't
Maybe,
think it's a Leeds thing. I think from what I've seen, it's like they had high expectations that he was going to be the man going forward.
but has played 4 to 5 games
Hmm.
in the last 5 years for
Oh
them.
no,
That to me smacks. This isn't it, you, Lockie. This that to me smacks of he's not ready and won't be ready for Manchester City for years to come. But who am I to say? Because I'm just a nuffy sitting here speculating and punditry.
hmm.
Um, but yeah,
And as it is going to be interesting, I think. Does this transfer
I
go?
hope
Should this
I hope that
transfer go
if
through?
this transfer goes through, I hope he doesn't start, and I hope he starts all of the cup games that we play. Maybe starts 2 or 3 games throughout the regular season, but we try and bring up and blood the academy goalkeepers
Yeah, I'm.
because he shouldn't be a walk on spot for him
Yeah, but then yeah, I think Leeds are going
because
to
they're
go
going to
along the
throw him
lines
in the
of
because if yes, I don't get me wrong, they will play him. I just
yeah,
don't want them to because again, 4 games for Man City in 5 years. Every other game he's played has been on loan. He's clearly not ready for the Premier League, not just at
yeah,
Man City, but in general. So it's going to be to the detriment of our club.
yeah,
Now, am I saying we're going to get relegated? Who fucking knows? We all thought Tottenham were going to get relegated towards the back end of the season. Look what happened. Um, Leeds bottled that chance for Tottenham to get relegated. But do I think that if we start him for every game for the first 10 or 12 games, will we be in a bad stead and be probably fighting for staying up towards the end of
mm.
the season? Yes, I do. What are your thoughts on that topic?
I I want to be proven wrong. Like
Yeah, I would love to be wrong.
I think it's a bad signing. Like
Yep.
not bad in the sense of like like, I'm sure he's got a lot of talent, but
Yes.
I want us to be Aaron Ramsdale proven wrong
Yes.
when Arsenal signed him.
Yep. Because you know what? It would take that
Mm,
for us to be wrong because everything is pointing towards our view and we need to be wrong.
yeah.
I want to be wrong because if we're not, we could possibly face relegation.
Yeah.
That's worst case scenario. Best case scenario is we, you know, just stay above, maybe 16th, 15th position sort of thing on the standings.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because he's championship quality at best. Middlesbrough level of quality, not down relegation championship sort of quality, but yeah. Um, I'd like to see him come to Leeds, go on loan for maybe even a 6 month spell at a championship side, come back and play the rest of the season. That would be great. Um, but yeah, let us know
Yeah.
your thoughts, everyone, in the comments about that potential signing. If it does come through, and if it doesn't, what do you think will happen with Leeds and that goalkeeper in particular? All right,
Yeah.
next topic. Preseason friendlies against Wrexham, Sunderland, and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Come Stever. Little side note, I bought a new laptop today. Not what I'm currently recording on. I was at my local electronics store. Um, and the bloke who sold me a laptop was wearing a Wrexham shirt. Not a jersey kit, but it was a Wrexham shirt. It was a genuine, it was merch of the Wrexham Football Club. It just wasn't a jersey or whatever. And I'm like, hey, mate, I just want to buy a laptop, but just letting you know, wrong shirt to be wearing right now. He goes, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm a Leeds United tragic. He goes, ah. I'm like, yep. But on that note, Lockie, the Wrexham Leeds United friendly happened. How'd it go for
Yes.
us?
So we did go down.
It's
Um,
rolling timber. Yeah,
I first thing first,
I'm the realist.
the yellow kit. Oh my goodness, it was so good to see the boys playing in it.
Mm.
Um,
It
yeah, it,
it was fantastic.
yeah. He
Yeah,
so Leeds, yeah. So unfortunately, went down to Wrexham. It is a
3-2.
friendly. I don't take too much into that.
I mean, I wouldn't take too much into that because we played two totally different sides each half. Like, as
Yeah,
in, we had almost a different starting 11 in the first half as we did the second half. So, literally, it's trying to get some game time into the legs of the players in this game. I'll be more worried a bit when we play Liverpool
yeah,
in the preseason because by that point, it'll be 3 games in at the business end ready before season kicks off. That'll give us a better understanding of where we might be.
yeah,
Um, Wrexham, though, it was great to see us play Wrexham in the
yeah.
US.
They've got a
Because they
strong
almost got
fan base over
promoted.
there.
Yeah, they almost got promoted, so it was good. Good to see that. And obviously, any USA Leeds United fans, drop us a link, drop us a comment, and let us know if you were there and how it went and how you liked it. But
Yeah,
that kit, I will say though, the goalkeeper's pink kit can fuck. It's
yes.
so hideous, like
And I
big
think
yikes.
it's probably irritating you more because
Yeah,
you keep seeing it on Trafford, who we're linked to.
yeah, just a lot, just a lot. Yeah.
I think if we win a lot of games with it, I think this is like what I've seen a lot of people say about the main kit as well. If we win a lot of games in it, they're gonna love it. And I
Oh,
think that's
I
gonna be
love
the
the main
same
kit
with the
already.
I think that's gonna be the same with the pink goalkeeper's kit.
Nah,
Uh,
nah. He'd have to get a season's worth of clean sheets for me to even consider it being a good kit. That
but
includes cup games.
yeah.
Like
Uh
that. It's doing things to me, but not good things. It's doing a heckin' rage, is what it's doing to me. We will cover the Sunderland and the Liverpool games respectively in our episodes once those games have been completed. Time for some ALAW Trivia. Hit me with
ALAW
it, Lockie.
trivia. So
So,
play
to
this.
anyone that doesn't know and you want to play at home, what it is he gives me 10 hints starting from the toughest to the easiest on a specific player. And I've got those 10 to guess which player he's talking about. It can be a current player, it can be a former player, it can be a currently playing but former Leeds player, it could be a retired player that played at Leeds. But the common denominator is they played for Leeds United.
Hence the
Rightio.
title, All Leads Aren't We?
Yes. Hit
So,
us with it.
on a side note,
Mm.
I've just thought a little fun thing for myself.
Mm.
I'm going to tally up your scores. So you
Last
got,
time I got six,
yeah, you got
technically,
six
because
last
I got it
time.
within four questions. So that's, yeah, I got six.
So
Yep.
you are currently on a total of six, and I thought it'd be just a fun to see if the viewers at home
Can beat
can
me.
keep up with
Yep.
you,
Keep up with or beat me because I'll probably do dog shit many,
and
many times.
possibly like see if you can improve upon it for next season as well.
Yeah, right.
All
Alrighty, I
right.
hit us with it.
So the hardest question at number 10.
Mm.
This player played for 13 clubs. So a real journeyman.
13 fucking clubs. Oh, I feel like I should put a timer on my thinking time for, but I've got my hands here, so I don't have Google or anything, so anyone's thinking. But I reckon maybe I'll go 30-second timer per. Um, but okay, 13 clubs. Now, may I ask a question about these 13?
Yeah.
Is it 13 separate clubs, or is it he played at 13 in the sense of was Leeds, then went to say hypothetically Everton, then to another club, and then back to Everton sort of thing?
No,
I'm not
13 individual clubs.
okay, 13 separate clubs.
So
Thank you
a
for that
real
clarification.
journeyman.
Um, okay, next one, please.
This
So number
player
nine,
has managed two clubs.
managed. So he's a retired player, is what
Yeah.
that's telling me. Managed. Now, I'm going to ask for a quick hint. Are those two clubs or were those two clubs in the Premier League or Championship?
Uh, they one I can confirm was in the Prem.
Okay.
The other one
You're not too sure
I'm
about.
not
That's
too
okay if you're
sure.
not. Okay, so at least Premier League head manager. Next hint, please.
He played his youth career at Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, not Portsmouth.
Portsmouth,
I will deck
sorry.
you for that because my beloved Mumsy Bear Mama is from Portsmouth and she's Pompey through and through. So shout out to our Pompey brethren. His junior club was Portsmouth, and you know what? What's wild is the name is on the tip of my tongue because I I have that type of tism where I'll just Google squads of Leeds United or teams that I follow. This is just a little random side note. I'll randomly Google, say, the 2005 squad and just to look at players. And then I'll click on every single one of their Wikipedias and all that and just see where they were and who they play for and all that. And I feel like I know who this is, but I've I'm gonna have to wait for maybe one or two more hints. So hit me with the next hint, please.
He played 643 games.
Fuck. But then again, 13 clubs, you fucking would.
Yeah.
um, stupid question. Were all 13 or a majority of these clubs Premier League clubs?
A good majority.
Okay, good majority. Okay. So he had the skill. Think that was Portsmouth. Okay, I know I'm gonna be worse than my last one because I've got to go the next one. So hit me the next.
Okay. Featuring on the Jackmates Happy Hour podcast,
Fuck, I hate that podcast, but yeah.
he described Allen Road as the greatest atmosphere he has played as both a player for Leeds and an opposition.
First of all, you're welcome football in the UK for Elland Road. Um, you see, people will be screaming at me right now in the comments and watching this, thinking, telling me who it is. But yeah, next one, please. Next hint.
In 1999, he took a role on Soccer Extra following his last manager role.
1999. Jesus is an old bloke. So he started managing in the late 90s.
Yeah.
13 clubs. So this bloke had been playing from at least the 80s, maybe even the 70s. So it's not who I thought it was. Manager role in the 90s. Oh, I'm gonna ask a question.
Yep.
Was this player born in Malta?
No,
No.
not to
Okay,
my
because
knowledge.
I'm not saying he's Maltese. However, there is a player who I'm thinking of who is a manager, but was born in Malta. Only born like yeah. Okay, so not I'm thinking of next hint, please.
In 2023, he
Mm.
starred on the hit show The Masked Singer.
Yeah, I I don't watch that. I've never watched that. I don't care for it. So unfortunately, hit me with the next. I'm almost at this point. You may as well just tell me who it is, but go through. What the next one?
Well, as okay, in 2000, he brought out his own video game,
He brought
and
it.
I
How is that
can't
an easy? I don't
big,
mean to be. I don't mean to be rude,
yeah.
but this is just me and my thoughts. Also, people hit me up and hit us up in the comments and let me know if you feel like this. So, what number is this question? What number is this hint?
It's the third easiest. It is the
So,
third.
this is apparently the third easiest.
It is the third easiest in my opinion because
That is your
the
opinion.
video game has
Oh, I
his
have no.
name in it.
Well, first of all, I have never heard of any. This is just me personally. Never heard of any video game with a former Leeds United player in it. It probably is though. Um, but I would rank this specific question, this not question, this statement at maybe number 5 or 6. Because who in their right mind is going to know this niche one? So hit me with number 2, please.
In 2004, he was
Okay.
inducted in the Show Racism the Red Card Hall of Fame.
Show racism. Okay. Nah, it's not him. Now, before you tell me just the easiest number one, it's not the. You're not going to tell me the player's name in number one, are you?
No, no.
Good. Okay, you hit me with number one.
He played himself in the hit TV show Ted Lasso in season 2 and 3.
Ooh, this is going to test my knowledge because, as Lockie knows, I'm a Ted Lasso aficionado. Um, because I've watched that to the nth degree. Plays himself. I know who it is. I know who it's that pundit bloke that's on the right hand. It's his name's Chris something.
Yes, you've almost got it.
No, I can't give it the last name because I cannot remember, but it is Chris. He's the pundit with Roy Keane, right?
Yeah,
And want to know what's fucked? That is exactly who I thought it was when you said Portsmouth, but I couldn't get the name out. Ah,
oh,
so I'm going to respectively give myself half a point because I only got half
yeah.
the
I
name.
was gonna say I'll give you half a point for that. So for the whole
No,
season,
no, hold up. Before you do, let me Google it real quick because I want to get the name because I'm almost certain I know what his name is. Um, Chris Kamara. Before I even had to
yes,
type K, Chris Kamara. And want to know what's wild? That is the exact player that I looked at a few weeks ago with when I saw Portsmouth.
yeah. I know you're not
Oh
a fan of the Jack Mate's Happy Hour podcast, but it is
no,
genuinely a great listen. He is
it
so
is a good listen.
charismatic.
It,
Like
it
he's
is a good listen, but I'm just not a fan.
oh
Um,
the episode with Chris Kamara, I do highly recommend. It is such a great listen.
oh,
And
absolutely.
he speaks very highly about his time at Leeds
Yes,
during it.
yes.
Um,
However, when you, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm not actually on his um Wikipedia yet,
yeah.
but um, did he not in fact play at Portsmouth and then go back to Portsmouth during his career?
Uh, oh,
Yes,
he
he
did
did.
it. Oh,
Yes, he did. And did I not ask early on? Did he play at one club, go to a few, and then go back to another club?
that is my bad. I did not
Yes,
see the second stint at Portsmouth.
1975 to 77, and then in 1981.
Yeah,
And this, yeah,
that's on me. My apologies.
that is because, and I'm not trying to be rude, but my tism would have. picked that as Chris Kamara as soon as if you'd have said yes, and then when you'd mentioned Portsmouth after, as in because I asked that before the
Yeah.
Portsmouth pick come up, if you'd have said Portsmouth after that, oh boy. But I'm not going to put that on you. However, everyone give Lockie shit in the comments
You
for the
know,
for the.
I'll give you that just for that. I'll give you the
Okay,
other
we'll
point
we'll
five
go it
of the
up to one
score.
point then.
Yeah. So
Go from half a
you're on
point to
a
1 point.
season total of 7 so far. But
Rightio.
yeah, his video game is self-titled. It's
Chris Kamara football is it or something?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I rate that.
So he's
And he
from
managed
and
Bradford and Stoke.
yeah, it was released just for PlayStation as well, which is also
Ah,
a fun
PlayStation
fact.
exclusive. Yeah, nice.
Um and
Yeah,
he
right.
in which he provided both commentary and basic motion capture.
Oh, that's cool, especially given how, you know, let's be honest, shit football games were back in the 90s for graphics wise. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, I've quite like Chris
I like
Kamara
that.
as as a person from everything I've seen,
Mm.
on all the TV shows he's been on as
Yes, he's
pundit.
a very likable person. He's a very approachable person from,
Mm.
well, I don't know him from a Barroso, but he gives off that aura about him. Aura
Yes.
farming, as the kids say these days.
And he's had a very tough as a kid. Like
Yes.
his father was a heavy gambler and left him and his mother.
Hmm.
Um but he was able to overcome that adversity. He did go and play for I can't remember which country, but it was like an African representation for a um in a
Sierra Leone is who he was eligible for.
yeah,
Also, he served in the British Navy.
yeah,
I don't know if you knew that, but at the age of 16, he joined the British Navy at the insistence of his father.
yeah,
And doing so, he missed the Youth Cup final for Middlesbrough.
yeah. He's got
But
such a fascinating
he
story.
he's lived 3 lives over. You know,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
And yeah,
Um,
that's what I
what a great
really
pick! What a
that's what
great pick!
I really liked about his like I love the Jack Mate Happy Hour podcast. I like a lot of the guests that he gets on there.
Let me put it this way: I
And
would rather watch any other podcast with Chris Kamara than
but
Jack Mate because he'll probably tell the same stories.
that's the that's one episode that really sticks out to me.
Hmm.
And Jack's had a lot of quite interesting guests on.
The only guest that I actually liked was Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, he's had Ricky on again since
Yeah, no, I'm talking about
recently.
the first
Yeah.
time he had him on back when they were promoting Afterlife. But
Yeah.
why are we talking about that? Because this is that is not Leeds United um specific. Chris Kamara's episode absolutely is.
Yeah.
So
But
next topic. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. However, this is a Leeds United based podcast, and we are driveling on a bit too much. We are
yeah.
we are veering a bit too far away. We've probably lost some listeners now at this point in this part of the episode, but that's okay. We will reel them all the way back in with a World Cup recap. Well, obviously Spain won. Lamine Yamal, well friggin' done. And obviously the Spain national team in general. And also get that up your Argentina. What are your thoughts, Lockie? I will
Um,
say, and I'm not sorry when I say this to our British fans, but it's not coming home. It never will come home. Continue, Lockie, with your thoughts.
so
Are you?
I am thinking that I was not a fan of Spain winning. I don't know. I wanted anyone but Spain and Argentina. And
And
then that was
look at what the final ended up as.
yeah.
Okay.
um
But of the two,
I would have
which were
rathered
you rooting?
Argentina.
Which did you prefer to have won?
I would have rathered Argentina
Because Messi or because they're bullies on the field?
because of Messi.
I love how you're like, let me think about that because I don't want to say because they're bullies on the field.
Well, I thought about just saying it for the banter,
Yeah, no,
but
that's fair.
no, just purely because of Messi. Like, I think Argentina proved they were sore winners and sore losers.
Yep.
Prime
Ungracious
example,
winners and very not humble in defeat.
prime example was the Jude Bellingham incident. And
Yes.
then prime example of sore losers when they started throwing fists when they lost the
When they
World
started
Cup.
throwing hands. Yeah. Oh my jeez. It like I think Argentina were a bit of a one trick pony in the sense of they can only go well if they have Messi, which will be interesting to see in the next World Cup cycle because
Hmm.
unfortunately, without a doubt, Messi will be retired or at least retired from representative football at that
Yeah.
point. So it will be interesting to see how Argentina go. Um, yeah. And well, Spain, they only let, I think it was one or two goals in all World Cup, or their entire World Cup campaign,
Yeah.
which is borderline unheard of. And shout out to my ex father in law, if he is listening, because we are still in contact because he is the grandfather of my son.
Yeah.
He predicted before the World Cup kicked off, like literally the week of, I'm like, who do you reckon's going to win? He straight up said Spain.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm like,
Damn.
you should have put money on it. And guess what? This bloke is a diehard Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
And he is a New York Knicks tragic. So
That,
now this is
that's
going off a
that's a
side.
combo.
This is a combo, and they have both won for the first time in decades. The last 6 months, they have won their respective sporting fields. So for him to say Spain, I was like, should have put the friggin' mortgage on it, eh? Um,
Yeah, for real.
and we have a review and a question from Reba F2N in the comments section of our latest episode. Well, which is currently episode 2. It says, great episode, guys. Can't seem to find on Spotify or iTunes to leave a review, so I'll leave it here. Before I read it, just letting you know, Reba, and to anyone that is listening, we will have the podcast up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts probably once the actual season kicks off. We're
Yeah.
doing it on YouTube only in the preseason to get a feeler to see if it's worthy of continuing, if we're getting that engagement with listeners and followers. And so far, we are.
Yeah.
So once the season kicks off, we will have video format like normal on YouTube, but we will have audio format on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So first of all, thank you for bringing that up. Next part of her review is 5 stars. Clearly passionate fans with good ball knowledge. Thank you very much, Reba.
Yeah.
We
Thank
love that.
you.
That we appreciate that. My question for you guys, if you could bring in any player, who would it be and why? Lockie, who would you bring in? It can only be one. You can't do
So
one and then two honorable mentions. It's got to be one.
I'm just thinking, are we doing realistic or just if we could
Oh,
bring in anyone?
I know who your anyone would be, and I'm willing to.
Because
You know what? Let's do a countdown of 3, 2, 1 because you and I have the same fucking
yeah.
bloke. And if it's all I'm going to ask before we do the 3, 2, 1 is it who Pico is pushing to want into the team?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
like exactly same. Okay. Also, shout out to our mate who we mentioned in episode 1, Pico. If you're listening, brother, we love you. In 3, 2, 1, Haaland,
Erling Haaland.
Haaland. Heck yeah, Haaland, Haaland.
Haaland, Haaland.
Yorkshire born Norwegian lad. Roy Keane tried to kill his dad. Ha ha ha, Haaland. Absolutely, we would bring in Haaland if we
Yes.
could. Born in Leeds, oh, that's a dream scenario. If we had the money and the backing and but you
Yeah.
know what? A boy can dream. But that's dream. But you know what? Let's answer it honestly. So that is if we could bring in anyone, that's who we would bring in an ideal, perfect, money isn't an issue world. But who
Yeah.
who would you bring in realistically?
Realistically, I would love.
I think I know who you're going to say. Maybe not because I'd bring back Calvin
Oh, I would love Calvin.
because we could afford him.
Yeah.
Um, he's a, I I just think he could do well at Leeds, back at Leeds again. He could do a
Mm,
job at centre defensive mid. He would be an old head at this point. He's been around the league. He could provide that wisdom to the
yeah.
youngsters, and he could do a job for Leeds as well. and I think he would be welcomed back with open arms. I would welcome him back with open arms.
Yeah, I honestly one that I would really
And I
like
think he'd
is
sorry to interrupt, and I think he'd find form coming back to Leeds. Radio, who would you bring? Sorry.
one that I would really like is the younger Bellingham.
Yeah.
Um, I think
Job.
yeah, Job. His name
Is he
slips for
currently
a
at
moment.
Birmingham?
No, he's not in the Prem. He's he has changed club recently,
He's at
but
Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund.
yeah,
But he was at Sunderland, but he was at Birmingham, so I remembered him
yeah,
when he was at Birmingham. That's my bad.
yeah. So funny enough, no Bellingham has ever played in the Prem.
Yeah, right. You sure
Um,
about that?
yeah, both have looked like they were going to, but um, have moved.
Yeah, right. Because the closest would have been Job at Sunderland, but Sunderland,
Yeah,
he went from Sunderland to Borussia Dortmund last season,
yeah,
which was
and
when
that
Sunderland were in the Premier League. But before that season was when he was at Sunderland. So when they weren't in the Premier League.
yeah, and like
Interesting.
Job getting transferred out
Mm.
was said to be like a really selfless move from him because it had helped keep the club afloat financially.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
But
Which that's a team first mentality, which
yes,
anyone that you know, may or may not know that's a Leeds fan. I'm sure all of you know the name Billy Bremner and his famous quote, side before self always.
yeah,
And if that doesn't smack of side before self, I think that would be, yeah, he would be a great addition to Leeds United.
yeah, and I think he's still within that price range where we could probably afford him.
Yeah, but give it 2 or 3 years and we won't be able to
Yeah,
because he'll just skyrocket.
but yeah, he's a great young player, and their parents, they're just both are just so switched on.
Yeah.
Um, he's their dad. He was like a really well-known Sunday league player. Like
Yep.
they called him I think it was the Ronaldinho of Sunday
Of
League.
Sunday League. Yeah, right. That's
He
awesome.
yeah, and then like he could have easily tried to pursue a career, but he said
Right.
realistically he knew he wasn't gonna make it, so he
Yeah.
focused on starting his family. And yeah, their mum's really switched on as well. Both of them have done a lot to like
To help them get
set
to
their
where they
boys
are,
up.
etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And I
I
think
love that.
like Leeds being like a family club,
Yeah.
I think would be like they'd be the type of family you'd want around the club.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they would be if we're going Ted Lasso sort of vibes, they would be Higgins Christmas time.
Yes,
Where
yeah,
everyone goes to their house that doesn't have family, nearby. They go to their house. Yeah. I
yeah.
reckon that would be, yeah. Oh, I mentioned for Ted Lasso. Sorry.
Ugh.
Lasso, brother. Ted Lasso is back amongst our televisual feasts as of the 5th of August. Probably like 9 p.m. our time because it's the 5th of August worldwide. But are you keen?
Oh,
The
I am
action.
so freaking excited. Uh it is the kits look fantastic
They do.
because they've released the kits as if it was a real team. Like
Yep. They're like an
um
announcement. Yep. I love it.
they
Just like how when they were doing the first run of the first 3 seasons, the players had Twitter accounts.
yeah, and I
Yep.
think Ted's account's pretty active again now.
Yep. We love to see
Um
that.
and yeah, they've got like an Instagram page and whatnot set up for the women's team, and
Yep.
they're doing full marketing for it again, and it is so bloody beautiful.
It is incredible. And speaking of Ted Lasso,
Yeah.
what did we talk about before we started recording?
So this is very nostalgic for me because when we started our friendship,
Yep.
we were playing this a lot.
We were playing
Um,
FIFA a fuckload.
and
And we were doing the friendly matches
we were
as
doing
Richmond.
quite often Richmond versus Richmond.
Or it was Richmond versus Leeds, and we just
Yeah.
did the coin toss to who got to play as Richmond and who got to play as Leeds. Yep.
And yeah, so Richmond is coming back into FIFA or FC, whatever you want to call it.
FC is what it's called now. FC 27. Now, I haven't bought an FC since FC 25, and I very rarely get each year. So, but I will absolutely be pre ordering FC 27. And I hope you will be too,
100%.
because you and I will rip Richmond and Leeds and rep them. And heck,
Yeah,
you know what? We might even make that a bit of a something on YouTube for you guys that are listening and watching. We might do a 5 match friendly series. That might be a bit of fun.
that would be good to do.
Oh,
Yes, no,
absolutely.
it's going to be fun. The new trailer, I know you haven't seen it yet. They dropped
Mm-hmm.
a new trailer
Yep.
today to get everyone hyped up for next week.
Yep.
Um, safe to say, even more excited.
The final topic, Chelsea FC play the men's side, I should say, because Chelsea has a women's side. Chelsea FC men's played against Western Sydney Wanderers, and they won 6-4. But Western Sydney Wanderers were ahead for a little bit. It went goal for goal. It was
Yeah,
at 1.43 to Western
yeah.
Sydney. And to anyone that's listening and or watching us over in the UK, the A League is a joke. Just letting you guys know. In the sense of Lockie and I were talking about this pre-recording, and we both agree that the A League is on par with League Two
Mm.
standard of footballer.
And
And
also
Chelsea
in the
would not have played their full strength squad
no,
for that whole game. Continue, Lockie.
also to the point where the Premier League is looking likely to maybe go on strike. I mean, not the Premier, sorry, the A League.
Mm,
So there's a fair bit
yeah,
going on with the A League at the moment.
it's a
So
joke. Because to give you guys an idea, the Western Sydney Wanderers would because this was a preseason game for both clubs.
mm,
The Western Sydney Wanderers would have fielded their strongest, if not one of their potential strongest sides to play Chelsea. And Chelsea, in turn, would have fielded their under 23s, like the
yeah,
equivalent of like players just to get miles in their legs, some field runs in their legs. Um, you know, no one really cares, sort of thing. And so for Western Sydney to have scored 4 goals, I think flattered Western Sydney very much.
yeah,
Like if
and
Chelsea had put their full strength Premier League side, it would have been 9-0
I
easy.
believe as well.
Mm.
Um, after the fourth goal was scored by the Wanderers,
Yep.
there was 7 changes made, including
By
obviously
who?
Chelsea made
Yep.
7 changes, including their poster boy Cole Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that just goes
Because
to
with
show,
because obviously in saying that, Lockie, was the game played in Australia or was it over
yeah,
in?
in
Okay.
Australia.
Okay, so first of all, that makes sense as to why they brought over Cole Palmer because while yes, they would have brought a majority of their under 23s and or their non-regular starters, they still would have brought their 2 or 3 team favorites to Australia so the fans could, do meet and greets and stuff and see Cole Palmer playing in
Mm,
Australia. Like example, Tottenham are coming over for the preseason as well. And
yeah,
also, what do we think of Tottenham? Shit, etc. We
yeah.
get that. But fans they'll probably have 2 or 3 players that fans love, and the rest will be under 23s, more or less.
Yeah, I did have a little giggle to myself. Archie Gray got a fair bit of minutes yesterday when they played
Mm-hmm.
in New Zealand, and I thought not to be that salty guy, but well, that's the most minutes you're probably going to get for most of the season.
Yes, 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 yes. But you're allowed to be salty. You are very much entitled to be salty. But yes, that is the end of this episode. First of all, Lockie, thank you for joining me. Second of all, Reba, thank you for your comment. Third of all, everyone who has listened and continues to listen, thank you for tuning in. Let us know in the comments what we do well and what we could do better. Um, yeah, until next time, see ya. Bye.
Jeez.